Hi YouTube, and this is JTrain997, and I'm back this time with my review of the Batman Legacy Arkham City 2-pack, Robin and Joker. Now, get a good look at them here in the packaging. Really been looking forward to these guys. I actually had them pre-ordered online and went into Walmart and randomly found them. So, really excited to get them, although I was a little disappointed to see that no accessories between the two. Especially no staff for Robin, really surprised me, but over here you can see the picture of them on the side. On the back here, they both got quite a little read up, so we're just going to zoom in on it. And if you want to pause it and read it yourself, you can. But it would waste too much of the video doing that. So, I'm really digging the box. Let's open these bad boys up. And here we have Robin and Joker out of the packaging. Now, we're going to be looking at Robin first. Now, as soon as I pulled Robin out of the packaging, his fist popped right off. No excessive force, just popped him out of the packaging and boom, fist comes off. So I was a little disappointed at that. It just seems like there wasn't enough glue or something to keep this in, because if you put enough pressure on it, the fist will go back in and stay just fine, but if you start rotating it, it's going to come out again. So there's a lot of different ways to fix little issues like that, but it's always kind of a downer straight out of the packaging. Now, as I've already said, absolutely no accessories with Robin. And at first when I first heard about that, I heard a rumor that he came with nothing. Yeah, the fist is coming out again. I was like, oh, well, I'll just get another staff from a different Robin and I'll give it to him. You can't really. One hand is a fist, not to mention it doesn't stay in, and the other is an open hand, so he can't grasp anything. So that's really disappointing. Now, other than that, as far as detail, they've done a really good job on him. I'm loving the look of the body armor. He's, of course, got the R. I like the hood and how it's yellow in the back. Very short cape. Especially the boots are really nicely detailed. Now, a lot of people were ticked off when they showed the original concept art of Robin, because he's a kind of a skinhead. Really hard to see because of this hood, but you can see right there, there's actually some kind of plastic residue. That stupid fist. But in the game, he never takes his hood off, and you can't tell in the figure, so it never really bothered me. So as far as articulation, Robin's arms go out, would do a full 360, a little hindered by the cape. They spin right here, have an elbow joint, and spin at the wrist. Legs a tiny bit loose, but not horrible. They go out, forward, and back. Spin at the quadricep, single jointed at the knee, and have an ankle joint. So some pretty nice articulation on Robin. Overall, I will say he is definitely the one I wanted more out of the 2-pack. I've got plenty of Jokers, and while I've also got plenty of Robins, I really dug the Arkham City redesign. I'm still really feeling the loss of accessories on this guy, and I'm not crazy about how his fist keeps falling off, or the fact that his leg's a little loose. But in the end, I think he's a solid figure, and that being said, let's move on to Joker. And here we have Joker out of the packaging. Now, let's zoom in on his detail really quick, because they've definitely gone for the more sickened looking Joker. You can see there's all the color distortion on his face, and I think they really captured that well. He's got a huge grin. Just a very nice job on the face sculpt. The rest of his outfit is pretty good. No real complaints here. Of course, I'm zooming back out. The chain is just a little piece of plastic sculpted on, unlike the DC Direct version where it was actually a little gold chain. I kind of like the actual chain better. But a nice looking figure. As far as his articulation, he does a full 360 at the head. Some incredibly slight up and down. Arms go out, do a full 360. Spin, single jointed at the elbow, and spin at the wrist. So he actually has a ab crunch right here. Turns at the waist. Legs, well, that one's a little hindered by the chain. Legs go forward, back, out, spin at the quadricep, single joint at the knee, and I think they have an ankle joint, but the way the Joker's pants are coming down, it's kind of hindering any real movement in it. So, one moment I actually want to get a comparison to the DC Direct Arkham Asylum Joker. And here we have the DC Direct Arkham Asylum Joker next to the Mattel Batman Legacy Arkham City Joker. And as you can see, while they're both essentially the same character, slightly different, more sick version, There's a lot of differences between them. I've got to say, no contest. As far as detail, I'm still far preferring the DC Direct version of the Joker. Now, as far as articulation, this guy definitely trumps him, but at the same time, well, I like to get my figures in certain poses. In the end, I like the detail of a figure more than the articulation, so I've got to say, if you were going to get one, this guy's a bit hard to get. And he's not the quote-unquote sickened version, although they did make a New York Comic Con exclusive version that was. I think I'd still go with the Arkham Asylum one if you're only going to get one. However, seeing as this is the 2-pack and the DC Direct Robin from Arkham City doesn't come out until December, if that shipping date can be trusted, which knowing DC Direct can't. He's definitely not a bad figure. He's going to look solid in your collection. And that being said, let's go into a final thoughts on the pack. So overall, at the time of making this video, still a little hard to find. Not quite out at many retailers, and online you're going to pay a scalper fee. But if it's showing up in my local Walmarts, it's definitely going to be showing up in others pretty quickly. Now, the one thing that's really hurting this pack the most is lack of accessories. I mean, the Joker could have come with a little vial of the cure. Robin easily could have come with his staff or the line launcher. And they got Jack. So I was really disappointed in that. Robin's fist popping off kind of irked me. But at the same time, I'm sure the fist won't be every figure. With the exception of lack of accessories, I still think this is a great pickup. I really enjoyed the Arkham City 2-pack with Batman and Two-Face, and I can't wait to see all the other ones Mattel and DC Direct are going to release from this game. All the way until the end of next year, they're planning already. So, well, at least DC Direct is. I don't know how quickly Mattel will get the rest of their figures out. But $30 price tag on this, that's $15 per figure, which is the average. At the same time, though, an average figure would come with accessories, usually a Collect and Connect if you're getting it from Mattel. So I can't help but feel that's a tiny bit steep. However, if you're an Arkham City fan, which is an amazing game, you got to pick these up, and I'll see you soon, YouTube.